It happened in seconds, but the world stopped to feel it. A sudden flash of cameras, a wave of gasps, and one image that instantly dominated social media. Jimin embracing Jungkook at the airport after a long separation. The moment was brief, genuine, and impossibly powerful, enough to make millions of armies across the globe tear up in front of their screens. But what truly made this scene so unforgettable wasn't just the hug itself, it was what it represented. The long-awaited reunion of two brothers whose bond has endured time, distance, and military duty. For months, both Jimin and Jungkook had lived separate lives under South Korea's military service, each fulfilling national duties that limited public appearances and interactions. Fans had grown used to silence, to updates through brief statements and rare photos. Then suddenly, on a seemingly ordinary afternoon at Incheon International Airport, that silence broke. Jimin appeared first, wearing a plain black cap and casual jacket, moving quietly through the terminal. But the way he stopped mid-step, his expression softening as Jungkook came into view, said everything that words could not. The reunion wasn't staged. There were no flashing lights, no prearranged interviews. Jungkook, returning from a brief leave, looked momentarily frozen as Jimin walked toward him. What followed next became one of the most replayed moments on social media this month. Jimin opening his arms and pulling Jungkook into a tight embrace, one filled with years of shared history, unspoken support, and deep affection. Cameras caught Jungkook smiling through watery eyes, visibly moved. Within minutes, Jimin and Jungkook trended worldwide on X, formerly Twitter, with hashtags like #JungkookReunion and #WelcomeBackJungkook flooding timelines. The emotional reaction from fans was immediate and overwhelming. "I can't stop crying," wrote one army on TikTok, whose video of the moment surpassed 5 million views within hours. Another user on Weverse commented, "That hug wasn't just between two members, it felt like BTS embracing ARMY again." These weren't exaggerations. For a fandom that had waited patiently throughout the group's military service, this one public reunion symbolized something much larger: the return of hope. Industry observers were quick to note the symbolism behind the event. According to one entertainment analyst, the timing of the reunion seemed coincidentally perfect, aligning with renewed buzz around BTS's post-service plans. HYB hasn't confirmed anything, but emotionally charged public moments like this often precede something bigger, the analyst stated. The speculation only intensified when a few fans noticed HYB staff discreetly accompanying both members at the terminal, raising questions about whether this encounter was truly spontaneous or a subtle message of reassurance to the public. Still, what made the moment powerful wasn't corporate strategy, it was authenticity. Unlike red carpet appearances or press releases, this was raw, human, and deeply emotional. Fans witnessed Jimin whisper something to Jungkook before stepping back, both of them laughing through visible tears. That brief exchange, interpreted endlessly by fans online, was enough to remind the world why the bond between these two BTS members feels so special. Their friendship has always stood out, from countless stage performances where they mirrored each other's energy, to behind-the-scenes clips where their laughter echoed louder than the music itself. Experts in fan culture often emphasize how emotional transparency strengthens the artist-fan relationship. In this case, the Jimin-Jungkook hug served as a powerful reaffirmation of trust between BTS and their global audience. When fans see sincerity, it reawakens connection, explained cultural sociologist Dr. Han Mi-yeon in an interview with Seoul Arts Daily. This reunion wasn't just emotional, it was restorative. It reminded millions of people why they cared in the first place. What happened after the embrace only deepened the emotional narrative. Jungkook reportedly thanked the airport staff and bowed politely to fans who had gathered despite no official announcement. Jimin followed close behind, offering small waves before the two exited together, disappearing into a black van waiting near the terminal gate. That image, two silhouettes walking side by side, unguarded yet united, spread like wildfire. Media outlets across Korea and abroad began running headlines within the hour. Tears at Incheon. BTS's Jimin and Jungkook reunite in heartwarming airport moment. Even news anchors, typically reserved, couldn't help but comment on the rare display of affection between two of K-pop's most influential figures. Social media timelines transformed into digital shrines of emotion, compilations, slow-motion edits, fan art, and heartfelt messages filling every corner of the internet. But perhaps the most meaningful takeaway came not from the spectacle, but from the silence that followed. Neither Jimin nor Jungkook posted anything about the encounter. No captions, no statements. Just quiet acknowledgement, a choice that spoke volumes. For a generation accustomed to constant updates, their decision to let the moment speak for itself carried weight. It reminded everyone that not everything precious needs explanation. Today, the world continues to replay that hug, a single frame frozen in time, yet alive with meaning. It was a reminder of connection in an era defined by distance, of loyalty in a world built on noise. As armies worldwide shared tears, laughter, and hope, one truth became undeniable. When Jimin and Jungkook embrace, it's not just two idols meeting again. It's a reunion of hearts that never truly drifted apart. But as the waves of emotion begin to settle, a more pressing question emerges. Was everything we witnessed truly real? The viral airport moment, Jimin's embrace, Jungkook's teary smile, the crowd's collective gasp, spread so quickly and so perfectly that many fans began to wonder whether it was too flawless to be entirely spontaneous. Could such an intimate, cinematic reunion really happen by chance? Or was this another carefully timed display meant to send a message, not just to ARMY, but to the entire entertainment world? Social media's power to amplify emotion is undeniable. Within minutes, multiple fan accounts posted videos from different angles, yet curiously, the quality and positioning of those clips seemed almost identical. Was it coincidence that so many had their cameras pointed at the same spot at the exact moment Jimin appeared? Or could the timing have been subtly orchestrated? These are uncomfortable questions, but they're necessary. In today's media ecosystem, where every tear can turn into a trending topic, the line between genuine emotion and crafted narrative grows dangerously thin. Let's consider the context. Both Jimin and Jungkook are still enlisted, operating under tight restrictions regarding public exposure. Their appearances are usually coordinated with HYB's communication team, making unplanned events rare. So, when an emotional reunion occurs in one of the busiest airports in Asia, under the watchful lenses of hundreds, one must ask, who benefits from the spectacle? HYB's silence afterward only fuels curiosity. Was the lack of official comment a deliberate strategy to let emotion, rather than words, drive engagement? Or was it a genuine choice to preserve privacy between two friends who simply missed each other? These questions may seem cynical, but skepticism is not the enemy of fandom, it's its safeguard. Armies have always prided themselves on being informed, thoughtful, and socially aware. Yet even the most devoted fans can fall victim to emotional manipulation when media narratives are designed to evoke tears rather than truth. When millions cry, share, and repost a single moment, the emotional momentum becomes self-sustaining. Truth becomes secondary. Could it be that what we are celebrating is not just a reunion, but a performance of reunion? And yet, to deny the sincerity in that embrace would also be unfair. Human emotion, after all, cannot be fully staged. Even if cameras were present, the tenderness between Jimin and Jungkook appeared unmistakably real, the kind that years of friendship cannot fake. Their shared laughter, the comforting pats on the back, the quiet understanding in their eyes, these are nuances that scripted media moments often fail to capture. So, where does that leave us? Somewhere in between, the delicate space between truth and interpretation, between authenticity and spectacle.